Bridget Bartlett here. I am the local business marketing training and support specialist for Builderall. So today what I'm going to do is actually show you how to create an intro video just like you just watched. Everyone asks me that. How do you create intro videos? So I'm actually going to show you right now. So let me go ahead and just share my screen. We'll get started right away. So what I actually use is Canva. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I just ran to get a bottle of water while my intro was on, which is another great reason to have an intro. It just gives you a few minutes, to get started, get yourself acclimated, make sure that everything is working properly. And speaking of that, I need to make sure to pull up our live training e-learning here. So wherever you're watching, make sure that you click the link in the description and you can join us live here. Except this is the wrong video. So actually, let me just show you exactly how I'm going to fix that. So let me refresh to make sure this is the wrong video. All right. So what I need to do is I need to actually go to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to go to the video. So let me go to my channel, and you see here that we have the live training. This is actually the link that should be in my e-learning right now. So I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to go to my Builderall account where I am hosting my webinar. And let me log out of this because it's in a different account. So I'm going to click here because it's actually our main training account. And I'm going to take this link. I'm going to go to the webinar. And you'll see that we have many to choose from here. So I am local business. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to paste this link here. Okay, so now when I go back to my live webinar page, you'll see there is the video. Okay, so let me enter my name again, and there's the video. So I see Jim is here. Hi, Jim. Hi, Mia. So you guys who are inside the e-learning, you're just now seeing why it was the old video before. Now it's the new video. I actually had to change that. So sorry about that, guys. Now we have the problem resolved, and you can watch my new live video here. Okay. So you also got to experience how you actually put the link there. So super cool. Let me go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to move this to the side panel. And what I'm actually going to do is, let me go ahead and pull up Canva. So I told you that I use Canva, all right? So when you make a presentation, you want to go to create a design, and then we're just going to choose presentation, okay? So even though it's a video, it's still a presentation that was created as a video, okay? So there's lots of templates that you can choose from here. This is a great way to make an intro video that actually not only is it cool, but you can actually create it for a purpose. So my intro video actually shows people how to navigate the e-learning. So it actually has a purpose. So let's go ahead and let's just choose one of these here. Let's start with this one. So you see, once you select the template, you can actually just use any of these pages here. Okay, so we have a blank canvas here. It's the correct size, which is it is 1920 by 1080. So that is the correct size for a video. If we wanted to click here to apply all pages, you'll see that every page in the presentation, it creates it for you. Okay, so it's basically already done. You just now have to edit it. All right. So one of the things that I like to do if I'm working on a presentation is I basically like to just create an outline of all the things that I want to say and basically organize it. A good example of doing that is like this ebook here. Okay. This ebook is a PLR product, and it's actually boost your online sales here. Okay. So we have the instructions and all of that, but you'll see that it's broken up into categories for you. Okay, so let's say whether I created this or I just wanted to use this as a, as a guide, for this training. I'm just going to use it as a guide, but definitely want to make it your own words, even if it is a PLR product. Okay. So we have the introduction here. We have, step 1, upsell. Then we have free vouchers, best service, run split tests. Okay, so we have lots of different things, and you can see like this would be one slide. Okay, I could actually create an entire presentation with just this ebook. All right, so lots of options here as you scroll down, lots of different topics to talk about. So if you do use a PLR product, make sure that you read it. If you read this, you're already one step ahead from the other people going to be watching your video, because you have the information in this ebook, whereas they do not. Okay, so that's why you are creating a valuable video for them. So let's scroll up to the top here, and we're going to go to the introduction. Let me move this to the side. So the name of our presentation that we're going to use, or the ebook that we're using, is actually Boost Your Online Sales. So I'm going to type in Boost Your Online Sales. Okay, now I'm not going to go through this whole thing because I don't want to waste a lot of your time. To actually create this whole thing would take several hours. Okay, so I'm going to type Boost Your Online Sales. Then we can even put down here some of the subtext, which was 101 practical strategies and methods to increase online sales for your product. All right, so this could actually just be our header here, okay? Now, we want to go through, and you'll see if we look at our ebook again, and this presentation follows along because it says number 1. Well, what is number 1 here on our show, or in our ebook? So it's actually upsell. So we can change this, and we can say upsell. Now, here's the cool part that I love about Canva. Okay, this isn't, you can be using this to create a video or a presentation, but this is actually set up for a presentation. So let's say I filled all of this out here, okay, according to my ebook or my guide or whatever I wanted to use, and I wanted to make notes, because when I present this, I need to know what to say, okay? You can actually click here and add presenter notes. All right, so let's say that I wanted this this first slide to be about upsells. I could go to my ebook here, and you'll see that it says upsell, so I can actually copy these things. Now, believe me, it's better to reword things, okay? But again, for this training, I just want to show you, if these were my own words, then I would be wanting to paste it here, okay? So let's actually just delete that, because that was not intended to be in the text. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right, so I want to go through this whole presentation and fill out any of the information. If I wanted to change this page, like maybe I needed this page here, but it was this page or something, I could always swap these out. So if I wanted to change this to maybe this template, I could just select it and then click here, and then it automatically changes to that template, okay? Because there are some times, like this one, I mean, maybe you answer the question, or you already talk about the content here, you're ready for number 3, but it had, some other text here that didn't make sense, all right? It didn't flow with you. So you can easily swap out those templates, okay? So we added notes to the number 1, right, the upsell right here. You'll see that it actually has like 2 little lines there to let you know that you did add presenter notes, and see, this one doesn't have that, okay? So when you go to present, you can actually click here, and they have some options. So you can choose the standard, which it will advance at your own pace, so it'll just slide through. You can set a speed to automatically play if you want to, which is really great if you don't plan on doing any talking over your video. But there's actually a super cool presenter view option that I want to show you today. Okay, so if you click presenter view and then you present, you'll actually see two different windows here, okay? This is the window that you want to open up to present, okay? Now this is much easier for me because I have two screens. So what I would want to do is click here to enter full screen, and you'll see that it just turns into the whole presentation. Okay, so this would be what you want your viewer to see if you're sharing the screen. Now, if I minimize this and just completely get rid of it, so what I would want to do is put this over on my other screen so that you could see it, or my viewer could see it. And then what I would be looking at is this slide here. Okay, so I actually see the slide. I have a timer up here that I can use. And then I also have my text, the text that I added here. So if I was doing this presentation, you know, it's better to use bullet points. You know, I've read presentations before and they're incredibly boring, and I decided after that one I would never do that again. So I don't recommend just reading it, but you could definitely put some bullet points here so that when you are going through your presentation, your viewer is not seeing it. You know, if I wanted to show you, the viewer would be seeing this here. Okay, so I can actually expand this, make this full screen. So this is what the viewer would see, right? It wouldn't have this up here. But what you would see is actually, oops, let me go back, present, presenter view, present, okay. So I'm going to move this over here. So what you would see is this screen here. And you could, when you get to this slide, you know, you can go back and forth like this, and it shows your notes on the side here. But when you got to this slide, you could say, you know, even if you're live, selling once is great, but selling twice is even better. The hardest part of selling online is getting someone to open up their wallet and trust in your system to buy a product. So if you've got the money, so if you've got to the point already, don't squander it. Take this opportunity to try and add something else to the package. This might mean an additional small purchase to sweeten the deal. It might mean an accessory that complements the main purchase, or it might be upgrading the product to the premium edition. Okay, so you guys get the point, all right? That is very, very helpful. We do a lot of challenges with the Mag 5, and just having your notes here, and when you get to the slide, and it's not, it's very user-friendly for you, but you also have that additional window that is very visually friendly to the people viewing your presentation, okay? So I wanted to show you a little bit about that, all right? So you have your notes here, we have the presentation. How do you turn it into a video? All right, so what you can actually do is go to video, and you can actually download all of these and it will make it a video, but there are more things that you can do, okay? It'll make it a video, and it'll be about 5 seconds per slide, all right? But you could animate these slides as well, okay? So Canva has lots of different options here that you can use. So right now, this is not being, there's no animations here, but you can see here, there's an animation, there's another one. So these just add really cool effects to presentations, but also to videos, okay? It's one thing to have just the slide rolling through, but when you have some type of animation like this as it's scrolling through, it just helps to keep your visitor more engaged in the conversation, or the presentation rather. So you'll see the options with the crown here are for pro members. So I am a pro member, so I can use all these. Canva Pro is like $12.95 a month. Well worth it. Well worth it. If you want to add the same animation to every page, you can just click here to apply all pages, and then it will give that same animation. You can also choose the timing here. So if I wanted it to be you know, more than 5 seconds, I could choose that here just by sliding that around. So after you've gotten this done, okay, let's say that you want to record with your voiceover, all right? You can use any screen recorders. You could use Zoom or Screencast-O-Matic or Camtasia, whatever you use to edit your videos, you could just screen record and present, but you want to show the presenter view so that you can take this screen and record this screen, but you are actually, what just happened to my window there? But you are actually looking at this screen, okay? So you're recording, you're going through the slides, it's following along with the other window, but you can't see all of these things here, okay? So that's how you can record it with a voiceover. But let's say you don't want a voiceover. Like if you noticed in mine, I actually don't have a voiceover, okay? So what you can do is go to Music, and choose audio, and you can choose any of these if you're Canva Pro. These are all free, so just choose any music you want. You can preview it here. So let's say we wanted to use this. It's not very, I don't know if I'd use it or not. But here you can actually decide now the total soundtrack here is 3 minutes and 54 seconds, okay? You can actually slide this to choose which part of the song you want to use, okay? So I think if it goes from like 1 to, yeah, so it's like 2 seconds here. So you'll see you can choose the clip there. So let's say that we love this music and this is what we want to use. We can just download, and then you can go to MP4. And if you want to use all the pages here, you can do that. You do want to, if you're going to put this on YouTube, you do want to connect your YouTube account. And what that will do is tell YouTube, hey, I do have the rights to this music. Because Canva is connected to your account, okay? So they just basically, this is a step to make sure that YouTube knows that you do have the rights to this music because it's connected to Canva, who gave you the rights, okay? So once you connect that, you can click download, and once it downloads, it may take a few minutes depending on how long the video is, but it will just be an MP4 file, okay? So you'll be able to use that on any of your intro videos on, you know, whether it's YouTube or maybe just you want to create a video ad, or maybe you have a sales funnel that you want to do a presentation video for, or maybe some training for employees or something like that. This is an incredibly useful tool to be able to create these very professional presentations with very little work on your part. So let me open up this here so I can go back. So that's all I wanted to show you guys today. Sorry for that little hiccup in the beginning, but you know, every obstacle is a chance to learn, right? So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the training, and I look forward to seeing all of your amazing video presentations. So until tomorrow, go build it with Builderall.